Hello, how y'all doing? My name's Donnie Glen, and I want to talk about some things that are on my mind. Maybe they're on yours too. I want to I want to take this opportunity to get some opinions on some of the things that I feel about certain things, and I want to use YouTube to help me out with that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my little sessions my 15 minutes. And this is going to be episode 1. So, because 15 minutes, that's what you get on YouTube, 15 minutes at one time. Today, I want to talk about one thing that really stresses me out. My job carries me around the area a lot. So I'm driving. I'm say I don't know. I drive 100 miles a day easily, going from one place to another. I go to a bunch of places. And one of the things that really plucks my nerves is merging. We live in an area where there is a lot of merging because we have inadequate roads to move all the vehicles that we have in the area. So there's a lot of merging. And quite frankly, I do not think that people are taught properly how to merge. I mean, I don't think I've ever really seen any directions in the DMV manual. And really, when I did my DMV driving test centuries ago, they didn't explain to me how to do it. If you look in the dictionary under merge, the dictionary version is to blend in as one, which is hard to do when there's more cars on the road than space. But I just want to explain or get some other people's ideas on the proper way of doing it. My proper way of doing it is when I see a sign blinking down the road that has the arrow saying we need to merge over, I gradually mosey on over to the lane that I need to be in. Yeah, it's going to be a slower lane. Yeah, no doubt about that. And the cars are going to go whipping by me, on the lane that needs to be merging over quite fast. And to be honest, that kind of chaps my ass that people do that. I mean, because I know they see the sign just as well as I do, but they're just being selfish. Instead of just going on and merging, they want to go down to the sign. Most of the time, I don't see no blinkers. They just pull over into the lane. I mean, one day last week, I was laughing about this. We have a bridge, and we have a bridge that goes over the river and goes into a tunnel, or the other side goes around to somewhere else. Well, I'm pulling up and traffic's kind of slow because, people aren't merging. Well, they're merging. They're merging from 4 lanes to 2 lanes. And for some reason, this cat in a big old Ford pickup truck, for what reason, I'm still wondering why, he just gets really, really super close to this one car. Like, I guess he wants to tap on a window and say, can I get in front of you? But I had to give it to the little girl that was in the car. She wasn't being intimidated at all. She stuck right with him, and he ended up, getting mad and pulling up, on the other side of the bridge and cutting in on somebody else that was a little more passionate about letting somebody cut, cut in front of them. But man, but that right there to me was the classic disregard, of being courteous to others. I mean, one, the guy shouldn't have just pulled up next to her and expected her to let him merge. And two, she should have seen his blinker blinking and just took a second and left some space so he could get over. Because obviously he was in more of a hurry than she was. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, tell me. I mean, I want to know what people think about things that I'm going to be saying now and in the future, because this is an excellent source to communicate to a mass amount of people, and get their opinions. And I want people's opinions. I want to know if my thoughts and actions or are, with the majority of people in the way that people think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I I had a rough childhood. I mean, I didn't have the greatest parents. We when you look under dysfunctional in the dictionary, I'm sure my family was the picture that was next to the word. But uh, you know, things have changed. I've learned, matured, and whatever, and gotten to a good point in my life. So I want to use this avenue to talk to other people. I mean, yeah, I could go to a shrink and spend $150 an hour asking him or telling him the same things that I'm telling you, but he's or she is just one person with one opinion. Yeah, they may have went to college for 4, 5, 6 years to get that opinion, but it's their opinion. I mean, I want a lot of opinions. That way I can form my own opinion. And the way to do that would be to go to your mail and send me an email with your comments. And I promise you, I will respond either with a email back or on my little 15-minute episodes. Okay? So this is what I do. I'll say it again. I get in that lane, I slow down, I let people over. It's simple as that. I mean, yeah, it might take me 2 minutes longer to get to where I'm going, but I get a good feeling that I'm not bulldogging my way across town in traffic, being a total dick. Well, yeah, but some people don't care about what other people think about them. I mean, I used to say I don't care what people think about me, but in all reality, I really do. I mean, I care. I mean, I want to be a good person and function in society like normal people do. The other point I wanted to bring up is turning. Some lanes, the major intersections have two turning lanes that go to wherever. And normally, these turning lanes have hash marks that coincide with the turn. So, if you're in the inside lane, stay inside the hash marks, or if you're in the outside lane, you need to stay on the outside of the hash marks. But for some reason, more often than not, when I'm making those turns, because normally, I mean, this has happened to me so many times that I try to stay in the outside lane for this very reason. But and I go slow. The person in an inside lane, for some reason, needs to drift out into the outside lane. I don't know why. They don't need to, because the outside lane is the one that needs to be merging in to the center lane or the inside lane. I mean, so it seems to me either they're not paying attention or they got their license out of Cracker Jack or something of that along those lines. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just totally blows my mind the way people drive. I mean, I understand that we live in an area where everybody from everywhere is here because of the services, army bases, navy, or whatever else. it's what's here. You know, I understand that. We have a collection of people from everywhere, but the driving habits everywhere should be the same. I mean, you should be able to merge, you know, slow down, let somebody merge, and they'll give you the old high five, thank you for letting me merge. I mean, that's that's the bottom line. All right, to me, the bottom line is courtesy. Think about other people. Okay, I have a lot of issues I want to talk about. I mean, wives, daughters, sons in college. Why my grass only grows in the spring and the fall? Well, I know that answer. I mean, all kinds of things, and I want opinions of other people, you know, so I can put all the information together and get my own version of everybody's opinion. You know, I'm sure people out there can relate to this. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person that sees that we have issues in this area as far as driving and merging and you know those kind of areas too. So I mean, your response is really important to me, and I promise that I'll respond in you know in a timely fashion. I'm thinking, you know, once a week I'll get my 15-minute vent and talk about what's on my mind, and I have a week to get your responses. So, once again, you can send your questions, comments. You can rag on me. I don't care. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded about things. I mean, just you know, until next time, we'll see you. Thanks.